And without further ado, let's get into that bit escape run by Glitchpaw.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Glitchpaw. This is Bit Escape. Not a lot of people probably have ever heard of this game. It came out late of last year. And I am the only runner of this game. So everything you're about to see was done by me by on accident or on purpose. But I will explain some of the movement when we get into the game. The game won't start right away. Like the timing won't start right away. The timing will start when I hit the A button in the screen, so I can just go into this and just let it happen. But this is you're gonna see something interesting. Don't worry, it's supposed to look like that. I promise. But anyway, this is gonna look kind of like a PC, like old Windows PC sort of situation, and yeah, we are named Bit and Bit is going to try and save this computer through different things that are happening. But if everyone's ready for time, I will start it in three, two, one, go. So right away we're going to start matching, and you're going to see Bit fall in, and Bit is going to. Uh, we are going to be jumping right away. This is the fastest movement at the moment, and we are past that guy, which is good. And also, we're going to be doing this a little bit until we get into this next screen here, where we're going to run into Kona. Kona is going to say, hey, we have a new game coming out on June 3rd, but actually they don't, and we're going to skip under that, and that skips the tutorial altogether. So right now, we are going to get our fastest movement now. This is actually, well, you'll see later on, but the way that I'm doing the movement on the ground, it's the fastest movement in the game, and actually they teach you how to do it halfway through the game, which is kind of nice. And so we're just going to be doing a lot of the dashing throughout this entire game and doing some climbing. You'll see me collect coins. I don't really worry about that because we only need it, I believe, a total of 3 times, if not 2. And so we don't really need time here. We're going to and you're also going to notice like the buttons are like Y and A and stuff like that. I'm playing this on the 360, so if you have a faster computer, you and you want to learn this game, well, that was not good. Whatever. And you want to learn this game on PC, you probably could get an easy world record because like I said, I'm the only runner of this game, and my current record is a 32:53 or something like that, and that one was unrecorded. I just did this on Monday, and my recorded world record is a 33 15 or something like that. Um, but anyway, we're going back into one of these. These will always be the same areas. These will never change up. So as long as you know where you're going, then it will always be the same. There we go. You usually get hit by those guys, but if you just dash through it from the bottom, you will not get hit. Once again, we're going to collect these coins here, and oops. Okay, that was fine. That's something that I was gonna get to later, but luckily I was able to show it right there. And Jazz, I want you to we have a little bit of text here. I want you to see if you can read some of this.
Sure, give me just a second to catch up with the stream. Does that say Zimble Green? Hang on. You told me it was gonna be gibberish, but Zimble grew,
It is
Frolic
gibberish.
Rezo
What are you
Sheriff,
talking about?
Scrint Wally Foom, Blorpt Zin Enough, Blort Zin Enough, Bluefin Zeta, Yard I Flen, Grieva Flom Tesh, Cash 2 Later Vivo, Zimble grew, Bluefin Zeta. There you go.
There you go. So I like to say it's bits Simlish. It kind of reminds me of Simlish in a way. Or
oh yeah, Euriliqual Nabinenzer.
yeah.
Ooh babalabali, ooh babalabasqui.
I see in the chat. If I did say Xbox 360, I'm not playing it on Xbox 360. I am in fact playing it on the Series X, which is a little bit farther along than the 360. Oops.
I think you may have said 360,
good,
which
that's fine.
was a little concerning.
So I have died there before. Unfortunately, I used up my health there. One of that cutscene right there where it showed that person coming in, and I had the heart on the machine there. That is just a heart or an extra life, so I could get hit a little bit extra. Unfortunately, I used it up a little bit too soon by accident, and then I ended up dying, and that was another death, unfortunately. These are deaths that are unintended, but because otherwise on the... So this is very cycle-based, except for right here. This is completely random as to where it's falling, and I just need to get up to the top there, and while I'm in here, I can show you there's little, there are cubes up at the top up there. Normally, if you're playing the game, you'd want to collect as many of those as you can, but right now, all I'm going to be collecting is one to get to the very end, and that's going to be the any percent portion of this game. I was calling it bad ending for a long time, but since I'm the only runner, I can just kind of, like, last second kind of just change what it's called. Once again, this is a cycle-based game, so I have to wait for all of this. And later on, it's kind of funny, I was practicing this game right before this it started, and I actually came up with a strat later on, and we're actually going to be going off the screen to our advantage later on. So, we want to not have the extra life at this point. As you can see, I can just die and get back down to the bottom a little bit faster. And then we have to collect all of these little bit codes here and make sure not to get hit there. Ah, that's fine. Sometimes you can get hit by that, collect it, and get hit by that at the same time, allowing for you to get down there a little bit faster. And now we're going to go down here, we're going to collect this. And this next boss here has 3 phases to it, but they're all the same moves. And Jazz, there is going to be some more actual gibberish coming up in this, and I want you to try and see when they do it.
Let me see what I can do with it.
So it should be the next thing, the next move. Here we go.
Oh no, I've just got just enough of a freeze. Ah! Right now, I'm just seeing a lot of alert.
That's fine. It'll show up. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. It'll show up later. Don't worry about it. We're going on to the third move right here, making the boxes.
Snegs, what is that?
Then...
Rindgobs?
And then we have it again. We have the boxes once again, and then we will have one more gibberish coming up here.
Oh, kooks.
And... yeah, you'll have one more coming up later. So
can I get some Rindgobs in the chat, please?
Dodge it. There we go, and run away from it. And then it's going to go up, and we're going to give it a little bit of a jump here at the very end to help us to go in and finish it up.
Org, I can't. There's not enough vowel. You need at least a vowel.
Alright, so now we're going into the second area here. This one, not so bad. But I do have the biggest trick in the entire game coming up in this area. This is why it makes it one of my favorite levels in the entire thing. And this trick that you're about to see, I accidentally did because I kept on failing in an area, and I just happened to do a major trick that saves roughly 30 seconds plus of gameplay. This one right here, if it works for me, cool. Don't know why that happens. As long as you don't touch as long as you don't touch the left side of the screen or the black box, you can just do that. For some reason, it just spawns you up on a higher area. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna fall. Usually I don't die there, but that's fine. It's not that big of an issue. As long as the game allows for me to do my trick, fine, we should... Oops, man. I don't know what I'm up to. It just doesn't want to work today. Alright, so now we're gonna fall here. We're going to die again. And go all the way over here, and now we're getting closer to the trick. It's going to be when we go into the mining area, which will be after the screen. We're going to go into here, and we are going to get into the area where we will do the trick. So we have to climb up all these conveyor belts. And then we are going to dash up here, go over, and right in here, this is the area where the setup was, after I figured out the trick, I found this setup for it to do it every single time. So that's going to go, we're going to fall down here, we're going to go up, and we're just going to wait to go out of bounds. Okay. On second thought, we aren't. What just happened? There we go. I never fall through there. What the heck? Alright.
We love a good this has never happened
That's
before.
fine. So it didn't... Well, then that happened, and that has happened before, unfortunately. But the thing about this is still saving time with me going up this way instead. So, normally what you would have to do is you would have to go all the way down and around and up and dodge a bunch more stuff, but just doing that, even with it not working for me, it still allowed for me to save a bit of time. There we go. So I made sure that I did a short little dash jump there, because if you do a long one, you will fall down the ladder and you just have to climb back up, losing a little bit more time. Alright, so right here is one of the slower areas of the game, with all these clouds here that are coming up from the ground. And there's no real way of speeding up this section, so we just kind of have to wait for the clouds to spawn in, and they will always spawn in the same area. This is where I was talking about, where they literally teach you how to do the jump dashing in the game. So with that knowledge, we should be able to skip all that normally, but recently I've just been going way too fast, and I've been getting a longer jump off that second one, and I lose my jump dash. You can skip having to wait for all those clouds in that last one. Waited too long on that cloud. There we go. Actually do the jump this time. Perfect. So now we're going into the next partial boss. This is actually kind of a slower boss. So if you want to have anything to say, you can go ahead and do it right now.
Sure, I do have a $50 donation from Emily, who is haranguing me in the chat about it. But the donation says, "Hi, Frogger, I love you." Love you too, honey. Thank you for your $50 donation.
So one thing about this boss is, at the very end of it, normally you would want to match through things in the game. However, for some reason, if you mash in this next area, the game soft locks and you can't continue on to the next area, and you would have to reset the entire boss. And you see how long this boss is? You would have to reset the entire boss and do it all over again. So we're going to wait for Bit to fall here, save that line, and then we can dash through. If you try and dash through any sooner, you will soft lock. Perfect, got past that fast. Alright, so now we are going to wait for these. Unfortunately, there's no way of speeding through this. There is a kind of a way. This is actually where I was talking about, where I was practicing. I found a faster way. If you go off and then go off screen and go back in, it resets the cycle for that and allows for you to skip like 5 seconds of waiting for those lasers on that last screen. All right, and now we're gonna get over to the second one over here. We do have a. You might have noticed I have an extra life. I'm like pink instead of being red around the outline of my body. I have that extra life. I'm trying to save it for later, but if I accidentally use it, that's not that big of an issue. Um, but we are saving it for near the end of this area. So there's another trick coming up. So for some reason, if you dash into the next screen while there's a wall there, it will actually push you upwards to the other screen. We're going to be using that quite a bit later on in one of the other boss areas, but right here we can just dash. That will allow for us to just completely upwarp into this next area here, and allowing for us to get up there faster. Perfect, got through that. And then we have one more section, and then we're going to use up our... Perfect. Okay. Now we're on to another boss. This one has 3 phases again. It has the lasers, it has the cookies, and it has bouncing balls, as well as exploding television screens, or whatever they are here. I think they're computer screens. They explode in the exact same order every single time, so we know exactly where we can stand, but the easiest way to do it is just standing over here because you can't get hit by anything, and we have to go that direction anyway after we're done. But while I'm waiting for the lasers, what I do is I run back and forth because I don't know exactly when they're going to spawn because it's in a different order every time. But the lasers follow you and go down right in front of you, so as long as you're going over to the side, they'll just, most of the time, yeah, go against the wall there. So you don't have to worry about dodging them and losing your extra life, because we're trying to save this extra hit for the next area. If you have an extra hit and you go into the second area, you save that extra hit. Perfect, and that should be the last one of those. I can just stand over here and wait, and this one, I don't have to wait, and I can't soft lock. Because I can just dash the second that this opens. There's another one of those. Perfect. And we are going into the third area already. Now, this third area is my least favorite area in the entire game. The first half of it is really bad. The middle is fine. The end is terrible. So we have a lot to look forward to that section. But this first area is fine. All we have to do is we have to... normally you would hit them from down below, but you can actually hit them from up top, and in my opinion, it just makes it a lot easier. Because then you don't have to worry about, like, running out of time for stuff. You can just go. So jump on top, once again, and we're just going to dash over everything. Like I said, it just makes it easier. Gonna go. Now, I do have that, once again, I do have that extra hit, and this is a fun area. So, well, that's fine. Normally you wouldn't get hit there, but I did get hit by the ball, and I did have my extra life, fortunately, which allowed for me to survive that hit. But normally what you can do there is you can actually just go and stand underneath that in a specific spot, just not getting hit. So right here, we're just going to wait for the electricity boxes to go through, and then we're going to jump up. Then we're going to hopefully not get hit here. Perfect. Took a little bit of a risk right there. That's fine. Now, this is where we would want to try and save the extra life for this coming up section here. We're going to jump and dash. And I got the jump over. Good. Right here, all these extra areas that I'm skipping over entirely allow our... Whew, that was close. That was really close.
Oh, wow.
Normally there would be areas for extra some of those, the cubes, but, it was, we're just skipping them since it's any percent. If you want a free world record, you can do 100% because nobody runs it. and no one runs it. It's me.
I'm shocked,
Because in
honestly. This game
reality,
seems a lot of fun and has a great visual style and has a lot of interesting little bits and pieces of tech to learn.
oh yeah, absolutely, it does. It's just I played the reason I got into this game is I played the demo of the game originally, and I really loved it. So I got the full version of the game. However, I just never got all of the collectible items. So I technically don't know where everything is. So right here, I'm going to be going in the exact same motion every single time because as long as I do it, I can get past these on first try. So right there, that's usually harder to dodge. And I finally found that. Oh, perfect. There we go. So now we just have to wait for this to disappear. And then these will come up. Woo. All right. Come on. You can go. Come on. Thank you. So now we're getting into some of the annoying sections. Like I said, it's fine the first, like, area, and then it starts to become... Oh, come on. Thank you. It starts to get a little wonky. We're just gonna dash all the way through here. We cannot get hit. Then we have to wait for this. It is acting so strange right now. We do have to hit that. Luckily, we don't have to wait long. We can go under, then get up, past, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, then jump. Otherwise, you will get hit by one of those. So that's the fun. That's really fun. It keeps on doing that to me for some reason. Anyway, this is complete RNG fest. We have to stay on these and get all the way to the other side of the map. However, it does shoot stuff at you. We're hoping that it doesn't do this move right when we're about to get off, because it can mess up Okay, we're fine right now, as long as if it does it one more time right here. Holy crap, that was close. Okay, we made it. We made it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we are now matching through the dialogue here. All that the glitch is saying there is that we have to hit it 3 times in order to go through. And now we're on to this area. Boy, oh boy, this area. These balloons do not like to catch or fall most of the time. Well, I didn't have it good, and then the wind decided to hit me over, but that's fine, because we can just take this bottom area here. And this is where... I didn't dash there because the balloons... I'll try and show it. Yep, right there. Balloons do not like to catch you at all. There we go. But except for this area, for some reason, you can do that every single time, and that will always catch your get you. And then we were going a little too fast there, and we had to wait for that. All right. There we go. Hit this 3 times, and now we get into actually, well, I forgot about these two. I tend to want to not remember these sections with the balloons. They just conveniently skip my mind. There we go. Now we're coming into the fun area. Alright, so you know later, earlier on when I jumped into the last screen and it warped me up, well, we can use that to our advantage right here as well. We can just jump up while it's dropping that, and we can get up on top, and this allows for us to go just a... that's fine. Just a tad bit faster through that section. Oops. Oh no, that's not good. That one actually wasn't good. So we have to do that section over again. Come on, and jump up. Perfect. We'll try this again and actually not die. At least it's in the first area. If this was in a different area, this would be... Oh my gosh. There's nothing I could do there. I just have to wait and hopefully not die again. So now we're getting into the longer sections. This is the area where I wish I would have not been hit earlier on, so I could go through section faster. But here we go, we're going to do the jump once again. And it saves us from having to wait a little bit longer. And there's one more right here. And up, perfect. And you're probably wondering, where do I go from here? We're gonna dash forward, dash over, 1, 2, 3, dash over. Alright. If he can drop the ground, the arrow can drop you fortunately for us, and unfortunately for us, the easy part, but also the longest auto-scroller in the entire game. So if you have stuff, and only auto-scroller in the game, so if you have anything you want to say, or any donations or anything you want to read off, this is, like, the perfect time to do so.
Excellent timing, because I do have a $25 donation from the Great Gord, who says, "Happy Pride, this game is so cute, if terrifying. P.S. Hi, Jazz." Hi, Sammy, thank you for your donation. If you'd like to donate towards Point of Pride, you can type !donate in chat.
You can keep going if you have anything else you want to...
Sure.
Let's say.
I'll mention that the money we raise from this charity event will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as their HRT Access Fund, which is a scholarship-like program that provides direct financial assistance to trans folks who cannot afford their gender-affirming hormone replacement therapy.
Awesome. So we're almost done with this section, but I have to point out something. We're going fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we go too fast in this next section, you might be seeing this over again. For some strange reason, if you go fast through this next area, it will reset you back a whole other screen. Don't know why. So, the only time in the entire game we're going to go out and hold X to do our run. There we go. We did not go to the previous screen. We are now into the final area of the game. And, this is... If you do this level, I'm saying if you do this level correctly, this is probably my favorite area in the entire game. This is all cycle-based. This entire world is all cycle-based. And, if I do manage to mess up one of the screens, we will be using the exiting out of the screen method that I did earlier on to my advantage. And, so we are going to make sure that we don't have to do that. I would have had to wait here anyway for these to come up, so messing up there was not that big of an issue. And then we're going to go up here. Alright, come on. Perfect. Like I said, all cycle-based, so if somebody else can find a faster way to do that, please tell me. Whew! Okay. I didn't have a dash in the air there, so luckily I made that. So right there, all I did was just go through and not have to jump up all three. It's just part of the game mechanic there. Perfect. Like I said, it's a really fun level if you can get cycled first try. Because everything's just waiting there for you. You just try not to fall off, otherwise you have to reset the cycles. So right here, I'm just going slow because if we do that actually, if we go into that thing, it's actually like a 10, 15 second time waster. Because it says you're getting an upgrade when in reality it does nothing for your character. It's just a completely useless, like, cutscene, yeah. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're gonna go into the next screen here. So, one thing I didn't point out is you see the boxes changing colors there. If they change the color while you're on it, you will fall through.
Oh.
So right here, I'm only gonna bounce on 2. Yeah. So you want to make sure you're not on the boxes when you're... Get up there! Oh! Okay, I have to reset, because those boxes do not come back. I've been not doing good at that section recently. Usually I'm pretty decent at it, but for some reason I've just not been doing too well on this. There we go. Much better. Alright, this is a very slow area. There's no way of really speeding this up. And then we're gonna go all the way over here. You can jump off of the chicken's heads there, but we really don't need to. This is a fun area. It's actually the next area I need to explain something about those moving platforms. You can get up on top of them. We will be using that to our advantage. However, they can hurt and harm us at the same time. Oh, there, I jumped off of one of the chicken's heads. And that will come into play in a couple screens here about the hurting us. So, all those cubes you saw, this is the one cube we're collecting in the entire game, right there. It's given to us for free, and you can just match through everything. So right here, this screen, right here, you see all the blocks that are moving up.
Mm-hmm.
If you stand in the wrong spot, and you think you're going to go up with those blocks, which you can travel with the blocks, it will push you down or out onto a different screen instead.
Oh.
So we definitely do not want to go on there. Yeah, it's not fun. So now we're getting into the really fun cycle-based stuff. Hopefully it does not glitch out on me. It did not! Yay!
Hooray!
So, well, I missed the cycle. I missed the cycle anyways. But, so what can happen in this section, in only this section, you can lose your ability to jump off of walls. Don't ask me how.
Oh no.
You just do. So what I like to do is just hope for the best at this point, because usually I can fix it, but last time I tried to fix it, it didn't work at the last run that I did. And I just had all you can do at that point is reset the game, and I'm glad that screen went by without a hitch. Usually that's a troubling screen for me.
Yeah, losing your wall jump
like
in the jumping off of walls game does seem a little debilitating.
Yes, I don't know why it happens. I just am too good for the game, I guess. I don't know.
It went too fast.
It went too fast. Sometimes that's an issue with this game for some reason. Just go too fast, and it just messes up the game for no reason whatsoever.
The hubris of making it a speed game intrigues me. I do love that.
So there are multiple ways to get through the screen. I'm just taking the safe path. There is a way to get up here faster. Completely skipping out 2 of those cycles. I fail it most of the time, so I just decide to go the safe route here. We're going to wait until that goes all the way down, then we're going to go really slow here. I would have made it too if I wouldn't have jumped. There we go. 2 tries. So now we're on to the last screen. Sorry to give a little bit of a... not much of a warning, but this is the heaviest cycle-based screen in the entire game. We're just going to jump, and we're just going to jump because we know it's spawning, and we wait, jump, and good. Now we cannot get hit for the rest of the ones because those lasers will not show up for the rest of the time. So the timing will come up the second that I hit the Y button for the second time on the big black box that's going to be coming up here on the next screen. So I'll let you know. So, time is in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That was bit ESC. What was my in-game time? 33:44. That's actually really good. What was
Nice
my
job.
official time for? What was my official time for it?
Looks
Oh,
like a 33:20, give or take.
33:20. Okay, that's actually really good. That was about. It was a little bit slower than my run on Monday, but I will take it. That was bit ESC. I know it's a very anticlimactic sort of ending, but in order to get to the final boss, which I don't technically know what the final boss is, you have to collect, I believe, all of the cubes in between. So if you want a true ending run, there you go. You can do that, but this is the any percent run. If anyone's interested, please hit me up. I'm the only runner of this game, so if you think you can find more glitches, go ahead and hit me up. I don't stream a lot, but you can find me on Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna try and start learning some more games so I have more stuff to like submit to runs and stuff like that in the future. But yeah, that was bit ESC, and that'll be it.
Thank you so much, Glitchpaw, for that run.
Yeah, thank you.
Once again, thank you so much to Glitchpaw for that run of Bit Escape. Super fun game, super charming. Surprised I haven't seen it before. We'll be back in just a little bit, and we'll be running Woodle Tree 2 Deluxe Plus. Miss Truffles will be running that for you. And we will be right back with that run. Stay tuned.